Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share to my video and press bell icon for latest updates and upcoming videos. We also conduct online classes for SSC, FYJC and HSC students. Interested candidates can contact through comment box. Okay. My previous video we had discussed about merits of cooperative society. In this video we will discuss about demerits of cooperative society. Okay, demerits means disadvantages, drawbacks of cooperative society. Okay, first point, that is lack of capital. The members of cooperative society belong to lower income group and middle income group. Because of lower and middle income group, they can invest limited capital, not much, okay, in cooperative society. Buying more share does not help the members in dictating the terms in the management or functioning of cooperative society. Okay, because of the principle of voting in cooperative society is one member, one vote. One member can vote only once. Okay, that is why they cannot dictate their power or they cannot control the functioning or working of management of cooperative society. Okay. There is no capital appreciation. Appreciation means increase. Okay. A maximum dividend of 15% is paid on the shares. All these reasons leads to lack of capital. That is demerit of cooperative society. Moving on to second point. That is rigid government control. Rigid means not flexible. Government control are not flexible, not changing. Okay. There is strict control and supervision by the state government on the working of cooperative organizations. So government is controlling strictly the working and functioning of cooperative society, and the concentration of power is in the hands of registrar. Registrar has got all the power of controlling. Okay. Various statements are required to be sent to the government from time to time. Various statements like statement of accounts, membership details, all these are required to be submitted by cooperative society to the government from time to time. Okay, and due to excessive interference of government, the spirit of cooperation in the working of cooperative society is lost. Okay, all this is because of rigid government rules and regulation. That is second demerit of cooperative society. Third demerit, that is incompetent management. Incompetent means inefficient. Okay. Members constitute managing committee which is responsible for day-to-day administration of the society. This member form the committee and they look after the day-to-day activities and administration of working of cooperative society. Okay, that committee is called as managing committee. This we have discussed in features, advantages, etc. Okay, member may not be possess the required skills. So member may not possess required skill, ability, time and experience for managing the affairs of cooperative society efficiently. Skills or abilities like quick decision making, member may not possess that ability. So that is the reason of incompetent management. Okay, members work on honorary basis or honorary capacity, means without being paid, salary is not paid to them. Without salary they are working. Therefore they lack motivation. All this results into lack of motivation. Due to limited funds, the services of experts cannot be provided for the efficient management of cooperative society. Services of expert cannot be provided because of limited capital. This all results in incompetent management. Fourth, lack of public confidence. Cooperative society do not enjoy public confidence as many cooperative society have failed miserably. Miserably means large extent. Okay, in achieving the objectives. Okay, this is because of unnecessary interference by politicians. This is one of the reasons. Second, corrupt government officials in the working of cooperative society. Government officials are corrupt. They are unnecessary interfering in the areas not required. All this results into lack of public confidence. Okay. Moving on to fifth point, that is lack of motivation. The managing committee members work on honorary basis or honorary capacity. Honorary means person holding a position without being paid for it. That is unpaid. Okay. There is no incentive for them to work hard. Incentive means benefit or allowance is not given. Even if they are working more hard, then interfere or allowance is not given or incentive is not given. There is direct effort reward relationship. Direct effort reward relationship means whatever effort you will take, you will get the result accordingly. If you will take more efforts, you will get more reward. If you take less efforts, you will get less reward accordingly. Okay. This may result in lack of interest in the management of affairs of cooperative society. Okay. 6th point, that is disputes. Disputes means difference of opinion. Okay. The managing committee there are constant conflicts among the members as they lack maturity and experience in handling the affairs of cooperative society. Okay. Moreover, some members try to get concessions and privileges which are enjoyed by the cooperative society for their own, that is members' own personal gain. Instead of using it in the gain or interest of working of cooperative society or benefits of cooperative society, they are using their allowance or privilege in their own use, in their own benefit. Okay. These matters results in further disputes and they also result in winding up of cooperative society. Winding up means closing down of the business of cooperative society. Okay, because of disputes, continuous disputes. 7th point, limited scope for expansion. Okay, due to limited financial and managerial resources. Financial means monetary. Managerial resources means management, incompetent management, as we have seen above. Okay. A cooperative society cannot expand its business beyond a certain limit. Expansion is not possible. Why? Because of limited financial first and second managerial resources. That results in limited expansion of business of cooperative society. Okay. So I think points discussed up to now are clear. That is demerits of cooperative society. We will do a quick recap of whatever points discussed up to now. First point, lack of capital. Second, rigid government rules and regulations. Third, incompetent management. Fourth, lack of public confidence. Fifth, lack of motivation. Sixth, disputes. Seventh, limited scope for expansion. That was it for today. We'll come up with more interesting videos in short period of time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my video. Press bell icon for latest updates. And my upcoming video would be about meaning and types of joint stock company. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.